Good day everybody, hello, welcome to a brand new video. We're going to be talking about and showcasing some feedback, what's happening with the Summoner's Sigil. Of course, the long story to a lot of this is that short story, it's changing as you know, but of course there's been casualties and things that have happened that haven't exactly panned out. And all of this, as you know, drops on the 27th of January. But I think it was the surprise of a lot of things going missing or not appearing or other stuff like that. Like if you go into game at the moment, you can see there's no black ISO market. Like what the heck's going on with that? That's a big thing. And of course the other perks and other things are important about what you pick up and what you utilize for this. Loss of units, loss of other types of resource and other things is gone. So that's disappointing. I think you could actually purchase it at one given time, so which is a bit wrong, isn't it, to have that still floating up. I'm just having a quick scan now. It does look like it has actually been removed, but it wasn't removed as soon as possible. And because it wasn't removed as soon as possible, people purchased it, then didn't give you what you purchased it for, and therefore it's like buying something that's kind of like a service, or it's buying a service that basically is not there. So here's a good example. Here somebody says, I bought the Summoner Sigil on Sunday. Doing arena tolerable, but I don't have the express arena mode, and yeah, like logged up again, nothing works. I've definitely paid for the sigil, placed a receipt to prove it. Can anyone help? Of course, you know, it is going to be turned off. They'll be upgrading sigil, turning off from the 13th to the 27th. Now, I have to be very specific on that. I didn't properly check. I mean, it doesn't concern me because I don't spend an MCOC, but for you out there that spend, you want to find out like what's going on with these changes to things and also how it will affect and where's the impact. But as we know nowadays, a lot of people don't read things. They go, this is changing, what's changing about it? After that, don't care. Or do care. Some people do. And they did say here, starting the 13th of January, we'll be retiring and removing all access to the current sigil. As compensation, we'll do the package. The package, as you know, looks a little bit... where is it? Here. This is the package right here. The banked day buckets compensation. So the amount of bank days you have is to what you're going to have returned back to you. So sigil credit comp. Of course, like if you are, the way that I framed some of my videos and structured the spreadsheets is based on if you buy it as of day one, not as if you've getting 1,260 credits of compensation, because that's very different. You'll be kind of like grabbing a lot of stuff from that. You can grab like most stuff in the store, but depending on like again how much you banked days. Like I've never, because I'm back in late 2021 was when I stopped spending in game. Like where do people really buy that much of a bulk of days? I guess they do. There must be some things out there that people have grabbed, or that's why Kabam obviously issued the compensation the way they have. There's also a bit more, because like what you pay for it to what you get for it is kind of important, and this is why people have been so vocal on stuff like shock. People were shocked at the removal, the sigil and all things involved with all being removed and newly hard. So it's like it's going to be revamped. Now, going away from the subject, which I think a lot of people would kind of say, like, you have to read your in-game mail things. And of course, we've done 3 videos on this, but I think I missed off the changing of the date. I don't know if it was actually on the main kind of like post, but of course, you know, people missed out on that or level of understanding that Kabam would be taken down for 2 weeks. And of course, like the Arena Express mode is a missed thing, isn't it? Once it's gone, it's like, oof, damn. Yeah, and it is under updates if anybody wants to read it that has a Summoner's Sigil for it. But this thread did start kind of gaining a little bit of traction, and I think it is the case the Greater Sigil is being converted Sigil 1-to-1 for ratio, which to some people how they value that is a bit of a difficult one. Greater sigils could only be used on one purchasable item. They're being converted, so that I guess that's where it comes into the transferring of getting better things. But of course, the question about compensation, about further things is an important one. You know, you spend your money in the game, you do feel this attachment to the game, and other things like that. So, what are Kabam going to be doing extra? And that is the case with them saying, "Hey, folks, just want to say thank you for the feedback, suggestions, criticism, and discussion. Upon review in the game with the game team, and based on the feedback, we think that missing out on the Arena Express mode is a valid point of contention and frustration. To that end, we have updated the comp plan to reflect this, increasing the comp for all affected players by 600 units and 600 sigil credits to account for the downtime of Arena Express mode. This has been updated in the main post, with the additional statement added in bold, and I wanted to also call it out here. So that's good in some ways. Whether or not you like that or not, at least you're getting some bonus compensation for, well, if you purchase the Summoner's Sigil. I don't know how they're able to capture that unless you just get it as standard. When you buy it, you get it as standard, or as it goes as an in-game mail thing. How they do that would be, I don't know how they do that, but let's kind of like trust in the process that they actually are going to do it. And if you think you're going to get compensation for the Black ISO market, I don't think you're going to see it. I think you're going to get compensation for like the solo event missing. I don't think you're going to get it. But the compensation plan is as follows, and obviously incorporating that mention. In addition to extra compensation for the interim downtime of Arena Express mode, all players to be compensated based on the number of units sigils available in the test, blah, 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 blah. All players will be compensated 600 units and 60 sigil credits to account for the downtime of Express mode. Additionally, we'll be converting greater sigil credits into sigil credits 1-for-1 ratio, as all items in the sigil store will be purchasable with sigil credits. So hopefully that gives a bit more kind of clarity and explanation to things that you might have questions for when it comes to some of the sigil purchase. Is it a good deal going forward? Well, that's up to you. It's interpretation. You interpret it how you want to. I've gone over processes that look into, is it of good value to get in the future? Quick answer, yes. Long answer, it's up to you, right? We're talking about you parting with $120 per year. That is a very serious thing. If you're interested in doing it, will that be of a disadvantage to you? Maybe, maybe not. Is it going to be an advantage to help Kabam keep the game running? Maybe. They make a lot of money elsewhere with other things, but anyway, there's some good stuff in there, but it's up to you, isn't it? Anyway, that has been the video. That has been a bit of coverage on the compensation plan, a little bit of an update on why people might be missing it or it's gone. And yeah, I'm going to be now working on an Autumn of Agony Gauntlet video and spreadsheet to accompany with it. So I also put a post out if you want to help out with that. I'm going to do my suggestions, some other options, and then bring in your suggestions. So it's a helpful resource for players. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and check out some other content on screen. See you soon. Much love and goodbye.